Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal!
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Does he have it? Yes, he does!
And that might be the knockout punch.
All right, greetings and salutations. Another episode of Fangs up here. Man, look, I was trying to stay out in the Twitter streets today. It was hot. Man, look, brother, look. I saw what somebody put out there about, talk greasy about the university. And boy, some of y'all was on your best Fred Humphreys today. So I stayed out in the streets. We are definitely going to be talking about this FAMU recruiting. We got like 5 players today. I ain't gonna lie, full transparency. I had like a good 20 ready, but the camper went down, and it was an interesting couple moments. So we got you straight though. So we got good 5 athletes, and we got one that we ain't put up there yet. So we're gonna get this ready. We're gonna get this ready. So, man, girls basketball, little girls basketball. If you're a FAMU fan, we did get a win, first win of the season, and so that's always a good thing, man. And it's much needed. If you're like me, I was kind of expecting a tough season. I ain't gonna lie to you. And so to come out there and get a win, granted, is it Jacksonville University? Absolutely. Is it the first win of the season for our women's basketball coach? Yes. And sometimes it's all that matters. All that matters is we got a W and some of the other teams didn't. So it's a good win. And honestly, the best part, just as a fan, early in the season, you kind of get off the schneid. And that's what I needed. Like, I need us as a program to get more wins. But I'll be honest with you. Her first win, I'm good for it. The rest of these, though, I don't need the celebrations this much, man. And it's not me being a snob. It's just I want us to expect to win those games. So, that's why it's kind of like, okay, y'all, glad we got this one. Glad we got a celebration in. But let's get to where we expect to win these kind of games. So we're going to be able to see women's basketball is going to be coming back, hopefully giving us some more. So that's a good way to start, though. It's easy to be that hypercritical person that is, not really excited about much. But right now, look, we're going to SWAC championship. So, and look, I'll be there if I can help it. So we're going to get that ready, be up there, get excited. It's going to be some good times, man. Look, and if you ain't got your ticket, I assume you're just going to Atlanta. like we could be honest about this at all times. If you ain't got your ticket by now, in the words of T-Pain, if you ain't got it by now, you just ain't gonna get it. And that's just us being real with it. But on today, men's basketball did a little something too. They're working on some stuff. But we are going to be looking at some of the recruits. I got 5. I got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So we got 5 recruits. We're gonna pull up the video, kind of see what they're working with, and maybe see why FAMU offers some of them. But then y'all also know, look, I like to keep it a beam with you. Do we have a realistic chance of getting them on the highest of 7 hills? Like, it's one thing to offer them. It's a horse of a different color to get them to commit to Florida Agricultural Mechanical University. So with that being stated, though, look, let me make sure we got this ready. Got y'all right. Let me see if anybody. Nope, not yet. Cool. So we're gonna look at some of our first athletes, and our first one is committed signing. Like, no games played, FAMUans. Like, you can count this as a book if you're a spades player. And look, if you hear some chatter, every recruit we got that's committed is not a book you can commit to or you can count. But this one, phew, she started early. And look, I was talking about her, the coach in particular, with somebody from ONG Strike Zone, Brian. And look, committed offer, Taylor Duplessis. Look, we had to do a little something, something, get the HBCU digital stuff going. So she signed, she committed to the program, and look, we ready to go. Like we have got a good number of student athletes that are gonna be coming in and that hopefully gonna be raising a little bit of stand this year. Like, I'm just saying. And look, look. I'm gonna say this. Her social media was great. Like, and I just want y'all to see this right fast. Because old girl, no games played. No games played. Like, man, look, see, this is what happens when you get excited. Look, because I was definitely like, okay. So softball player, look, the homies dig the long ball, not just the chicks. Come check out. Dang, like the stroke was smooth. Like if we get some of that FAMU softball, good student too, man. And whoever helped her set up her social stuff, fire. Like because on this one, it's different. Like when she's the infielder, you can see well, that base woman. She made a play too, but she's primarily infielder. She says she can play all multiple positions, but you can see her, I believe, second and third. And look, okay, like old girl got a little bit of SWAT to her. Right-handed, right-hander that also throws right-handed. So it's one of those things. All right, y'all get ready for it. It's gonna be interesting to see some fun things to be had there. Now, as far as football, and I guess look, I'm gonna hit the bad news first. Like we do have some students who've already hit the transfer portal. One is Javante Davis. He's a wide receiver. He's transferring from Wayne State, so Division II receiver. We got from a few years ago. Not a lot of stats. Three receptions, 45 yards. Most of that, I believe, was in the UNC game from last year. So you can kind of see where the guys that we have listed as transfers for this year haven't got as much playing time, and their receivers. Again, if you're surprised, I'm not. It's just one of those things where you start looking at playing time, and arguably the deepest position on the team, you're not overly upset, especially when you start to kind of look over and you realize, man, we got some dudes who, maybe dropped some balls. I'd be a little upset too. I'm not so biased in my FAMUism that I'd be like, why would they ever decide to leave? Other one is Marcus Phillips, wide receiver. Now, I was told he's kind of battled some injuries, but no real playing time. He did get SWAT commissioner's honor roll list, and he's coming out. I believe both are saying they got about 2 years eligibility left. So not surprising. Maybe the timing because you do have the SWAT championship coming, but at the same point, that early signing day is coming. Like there's a reason we kind of broke this up so we can kind of look at a few athletes at a time because before you know it, Celebration Bowl will be here, SWAC Championship will be here, and National Signing Day is coming. Like the window for National Signing Day opens up in a few weeks. So that's one of the things to kind of look at and consider that, these kids are trying to get out there too. Like, especially if they think something better is out there for them, they got some eligibility left. They got to get out there because every school's not playing ball like FAMU right now. So we started out with the bad. So, best of luck to those kids. Now, what we will do, let's get to the good. And man, look, some of this, I ain't gonna lie. It feels like a little whale hunting going on. Like, we definitely are going for top talent, though. Our first one is going to be Amari Latimer. Now, be honest, if you look on the fifth quarter website, I got his weight wrong, but it's because I went on the huddle, whatever page he used, and he listed himself as 180. And I was looking, I'm like, that don't look like a 180 to me. So, but he is a running back / linebacker, 2026 prospect, Sandy Creek High School from Tyrone, Georgia. Now, we're going to do things 1 to 10. 10 is like, yeah, we got this one. 1 is like, nah, bro. Yeah, I'm giving him a 2 and a 5. Yeah, 2.5. And it's partially because of other offers that he has. He's got offers from Arizona, Auburn, Florida, Georgia, Wisconsin. Like literally, it's a lot of schools to get to before we start talking about the good old orange and green. And just saying, man, we can make these graphics look real pretty all we want to, but when we tell the true tale of the tape, it's not very likely we're going to get them. And that one of the things I pride myself on is being an honest person when it comes to the show, man. Like I am not about to sit up here and lie to you to make you click and like and subscribe. I want you to like and subscribe, but I don't want you to do it under false pretenses. Now, we got this film up. Y'all already know. We pulled it up. We do a little recruiting song. We try to look and see like what the coaches see. We ain't gonna watch the whole 10 minutes. Well, let's see. We got him at running back here. And I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that's a him. Again, this is a 2026 prospect already getting some D1 offers. And what I'm liking already, man, that joker puts a foot in the ground and goes. There's not a lot of dancing in the backfield from what we're seeing already. Some of it may just because he might be more talented than other dudes. But right here, he told you to wait for it. So somebody about to get hit. Oops. Nope. No, he just put a foot in the ground and went straight. That's very reminiscent of that old Denver Broncos type football. We're talking about players going north and south. I like that. I like that he's decisive. I did see some of y'all posted from the FSU game, actually, but this ain't FSU podcast. We got poking fun of the running back missing a hole. Look, I gave this kid a 2.5, and that's crazy. This kid just picks the ball off the ground and runs for a touchdown. This is stupid. But you can start to see like he's a Division I prospect. Like, and even here, like he's kind of slowing down, Cadillacing, and then he just picks back up. Like, yeah, man. Like that's gonna be a kid that's gonna keep getting some attention. And you can see he's a running back. Like we can try to make him a linebacker all we want to. Right now, from what I seen, that kid is a running back. Yeah, and he's probably going to be one of the higher end recruits in the nation. Like it's going to be tough. Now, again, y'all do know, like I said, I'm honest with you about things. When it comes to that one, I feel like if FAMU were to get him, it would be kind of as a bounce back situation, similar to what you saw with like Marquise Bell, and even Kelvin Dean, where it's like, okay, FAMU was on me early. Something happened. Either I did or didn't like what was going on, and now I'm here. So that's just me being honest about that one. Like we're gonna be able to see, what to do in the coming season and what it's talking about. Now the next one here, local kid. So local kid, he's actually, if you want to say local, but Jalen Smith, 6'1" receiver. He's listed at 182 on the websites. Well, he's a JUCO transfer. He actually is a product of Mandarin High School, but currently at Colin, that is in Mississippi. So you're starting to see where one of the things FAMU is continuously doing is utilizing the transfer portal as well as the advent of junior colleges, which this isn't anything new if you're a FAMU fan. Like if you're a FAMU fan, you're like, yeah, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Because this is a lot of what Billy Joe did. Billy Joe introduced this during his time at FAMU. But you can see, like, this kid right here, 6'1". So it's not huge, but it's also showing you that, this is a position of need. Like, and again, JUCO product. So it should be coming out this year, as long as his stuff is straight. And you can see where FAMU's definitely tried to focus on the receiver position in this going into the season because you're gonna lose like 4 or 5 good ones. Like so, it's gonna be an interesting thing to see. Now we're gonna see. Look, they said on the kick return. Oh, let's see. He put a little circle on you, and he got a little retreat. Okay, he fell. He missed the tackle. That dude's just not an athlete. And yeah, let's see. Does he make the whoops? Like I'm not Coach Go 30, but I'll definitely call a spade a spade. Okay, the camera on that one sucked. I don't, that's just me. So let's see. Got him back on kick return again. As something look, if he's verified fast, I'll be looking for him to do a little bit of that at FAM. But again, I ain't gonna lie, that first kick return was a little suspect. Now I do like you can look, yeah, okay. He picking the right highlights. I give him that. Another one, kick return. Guy's kind of lost. Dude can't tackle. He can't tackle. Not an athlete. Okay. Like, sorry. I'm being sarcastic a little bit. But at the same point, like, you can see he does have some kick return abilities. As much as I'm like joking and kidding and kind of being a little sarcastic, I wonder if he's faster than quick, though. All right. And that's just honest question. Like, I think I saw where he listed himself at 4.52. So if that's dated, it's dated. It's not me trying to like pick on the guy. But if you have like where is this? There we go. Sorry. I just saw that flashing light and I was cognizant some of y'all maybe like epileptic or something like that. There we go. So next place, because I didn't want to have anybody get a seizure on my end. But we can see where he's definitely one of the top targets on the team. And about this team, Colin was a good team this past season. I saw that one loss. It was to East Mississippi, I believe. So if you're not familiar, that's the main school from Last Chance U from Scuba, Mississippi. But you can see where pretty decent good get off. What I do like, it seems like he's catching the ball with his hands, at least from what I can see here. I'm big on that. Like I don't like when receivers chase the ball with their body. It seems like he's using his hands pretty well. No, right here. Oh, thank you for putting a little circle on yourself on this. Yeah, nice catch. Oh, made a joker miss. Oh, okay. Like I ain't gonna lie. Okay, they give him a nice little coverage bubble. I like that. He's catching the ball with his hands. Like this is a guy where, and I believe I saw he's got a few other offers, but if this is a dude you can get into the orange and green. He's definitely going to be a great addition to the Rack Boys. Yeah, I know I do Rack Boys 2.0 stuff, but I'm definitely, and I'm going to obviously spend a little more time with receivers because I'm biased. But you can see, like, with that one, okay, he got some hands. Like, he was pretty quick. Special teams wise, I don't know. Like, I don't know if he reminds me of a little of a person I saw this weekend in Kevin Elliott or this past weekend, where it's like, but I don't know if he's as big as Kevin Elliott because I want to say Kevin Elliott did a little bit of special teams while he was at FAMU, but dude, Kevin Elliott was a dude. Like I'm just gonna say, like physically, like he was a dude, and he had a little bit of that FU about him. like he wasn't disrespectful, but between the lines, that wasn't the one you wanted. That wasn't the dude you wanted to see that day. So it's gonna be interesting to see though. And this is another example of FAMU utilizing the transfer portal to be able to bring in talent. And it's something that, let's be real about this. If you're gonna go back to the SWAC championship next year, you probably have to do that. I mean, you do have some good receivers like KJ Burke that are gonna be there. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm big on him. Like that's a dude that I'm looking at. But then the running back room, like who's coming back? Obviously, the elephant in the room is the quarterback position, and we're seeing. Look, FAMU's offered a good amount of quarterbacks. We're gonna get on that. Like we're gonna do a follow up on this, and we're gonna have some more of our athletes that talk about just to kind of fill it that period. Right before y'all get to that first signing day period, we're gonna make sure we get y'all straight. But it's gonna be interesting, and it's another time where you're seeing FAMU go to Jacksonville. Like I'll just tell you right now, if you from Jacksonville or you know somebody from Jacksonville, and you start talking about FAMU, and they went to FAMU, and the conversation's over. Like look, they Duval Rattlers are running stuff. Like, just being honest, like FAMU has continuously gone to Duval County and plucked some of its best talent, and them dudes are showing up. Like, they're looking real good. Now the next one, Nicoa Smith. Now with his, I'll be honest with y'all, his visit thing said offered on it. So I was like, was he offered? Was he not offered? It appears he is. So if I'm wrong on that, hey, I took it from his social media page. So that's why I didn't be like, yo, it's like, so according to his page, he is offered quarterback from Yulee. If that sounds familiar and you're a Gator fan, I don't know why you're a Gator fan, but that's where Tim Tebow went to school. I believe that's also where Derrick Henry went. I could be wrong. No, that's where Derrick Henry went. Tim Tebow did not go there. Tebow went to some other school. But yeah, that's where Derrick Henry went to school. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Look, I'm just going to pull this kid's up real quick. I do like one thing he did. This kid put his GPA up there. Like 6 foot 1 inch, 205. He's 2024 prospect. Again, from Yulee. Yulee's right outside of Jacksonville. So again, Duval County Rattlers, J.R. Lee. Look, they're talking trash to you, let them talk trash. But you have to put his yards. Okay. So let's see what we got going there. Quarterback, not huge, but got a solid arm. Okay. Decent pocket. So, oh, I like that one. Oh, that was a dime. Now, full transparency, this kid did play in Georgia, and he won a state championship while he was in Georgia. So kind of came back across the border, doing a little something there. So it's going to be interesting to see, because height-wise, I mean, for a quarterback, decent height. Not amazing, but you can see, look like you got a decent little arm. Footwork looks straight. Like, what he's showing us, he looks competent. Looks like he can move a little bit. Okay. Nice little throw on the run. I don't know how great the offensive line is, because they could be really solid. But I like what he's doing in the pocket. A lot of deep balls in the offense, though. So kind of want to see a little bit of him intermediate underneath, because he's showing me you got a big arm. And that means your receivers can run fast. But I do want to see a little bit of something, him throwing the ball shorter. Nice touch, though. I got that. Man, that dude was butt naked down the field. Like, who's his offensive coordinator? Like, because, yeah, that's a nice little route right there. Like, yeah. And some of that, I got questions. Like, and it's not about the kid. It's definitely more so about the offense. Oh, look at that. I just asked for something underneath. There it goes. So, I don't know about this one, man. Like, if you got an offer from fam, I'm for it. But, man, there's a lot of deep balls on that film he chose, man. So I just want to see him throw a little bit more underneath, just because, especially for the confines of FAMU's offense, throw a lot of quick routes. Like, we do run that. We did. He had that Xavier Smith kind of wheel flag pattern, however you want to put it. With Xavier's normally, like, it was a wheel, but he also did run a flag. But pretty solid. Like, again, Duval County, that area keeps on giving, and look, keeps getting gooder and gooder as far as, like, for that. Oh, and look, I forgot. Look, I got to make sure y'all can see it, for the people in the back. This is what he looks like right here. So, got your little Musa action coming up. Now, last one, Jaquan Bolden. There you go. This dude, 6'7", Tree Fitty, offensive tackle from Mississippi Gulf Coast College. Again, family goes back to the junior colleges to offer some students. Don't be surprised. That's all I'm gonna say it like that. Don't be surprised. He's coming in as a sophomore, and oof, look, we just talked about East Mississippi, so let's see what we got out of this one. Look, this is a big dude, like 6'7", 350. I'm just saying, if he can't play tackle, he can definitely play guard. Like, let's see. I'm expecting somebody to get mauled. Like, okay. I like that the running back just kind of stayed behind him. Like, you can see where the running back's like, yeah, that's my dude. Look okay in pass protection, you know. Again, 6'7", 350 though, man. Like, okay. Move some people. Like, that's what I expect. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't no 350-pound person. I'm barely 200 at this point. I've been going to the gym. Brother been working out. But I like that. Looks pretty solid, like engaged. I'd want to see you like in the weight room and things like that. But just if I was a coach, like see what he's benching. But so far, he's going good more. I had no problem with where his arms were. As far as looks like he didn't get too overly extended. Um, so far so good. I mean, pretty solid. You know, I'm not an offensive line extraordinaire, but I'm just saying, you know, that's pretty solid there. Yeah, somebody put some in the comments. Got nothing to do with what I'm doing. So, you know, a couple dudes FAMU's looking at. And one of the things that we kind of are seeing, one, and if you haven't noticed, man, if you're a high school student trying to get some smoke from fam, I mean, they had them on invites, but it's probably going to be a class that's looks like they're going to be kind of heavy on transfers. And that could be a good or a bad thing. But hopefully for those freshmen that come in and the transfers that come in, one of the big things is going to be the APR. Like just, you know, and looking at all these guys, a couple of them I did see with the, you know, JUCO stuff, which that doesn't mean they're lesser quality athletes, but it does mean for me that when they come here, they need to have their A. Like AA needs to be there, test scores, whatever, that needs to be there. But then we have to make sure that we're protecting the APR. Like it's widely known some of the struggles that we've had as far as with APR and with just NCAA with the football program. So that's something where you don't want the embarrassment, but two, you don't want the sanctions. Like one of the things that, you know, a lot of Rattler Nation is talking about is just how we had to forfeit, you know, championships because of NCAA sanctions and stuff like that. It's a point of contention, and it's something that you don't want to continue going forward. And I mentioned to y'all, look, AD Sykes has already stated, like, yeah, that's not something she's gonna be having. She's not gonna be able to support it, and if she got to make some drastic measures and tough decisions, she'll do that. So you got to be able to get that under wraps, but you also have to be able to keep that in control to a level where, where you're bringing in recruits that not only meet the academic standard, because we do understand, especially if you watch the show, athletes get into college on a sliding scale, so they don't have to meet the same requirements as everybody else. But you know, you don't want to be given too much of a break. But in this case, you've got to, especially for the football program, you got to protect your program, and you have to make sure that APR is taken care of, and that you're bringing in talent that can do that. Like one of the beauties of this last and this current graduating class, you got a lot of seniors, and a lot of these guys are graduating. Like a lot of these dudes that are playing now, yeah, they're 5th, 6th year seniors, but they're walking out there with papers. That's got to mean something and stand for something. And so hopefully if APR is a question, you do get kind of a pass for probably the next 2 years. Like I think NCAA is going to have to really look at that just because of the COVID years, the transfer portal. Like, how do you start to calculate all this stuff as far as who's able to benefit from it and who's not? So that's going to be something interesting, and just some of the how the fluid nature of how some of these students are transferring. That's just something that I think is going to be interesting to see. But it's also going to affect this APR kind of funky. Like, how do you calculate it? Which is, that's an answer I don't have. It's something I would like to find out though. Look, and I think I don't know if I can catch AD Sykes and bend her ear. I definitely ask her, like, where would I get the information from? How do I find that? Because I'd much rather know it for myself than her just tell me. But that's going to be one of the things that we're going to really be looking for in recruiting. Like, you got to make sure your grades are straight. That's something that they are telling recruits. Like, make sure your grades are okay. Make sure they're where they need to be. Because if you can't get into FAMU, you can't get into FAMU because the writing's on the wall. Like, yeah, this championship is nice. Hopefully, with the monies that FAMU earns, that they go ahead and take care of Willie Simmons bonuses. Because, look, Willie Simmons is owed some bonus money. Like, the Florida Classic, look, Willie over there doing this with the band, but somebody's supposed to be doing this with a check. He gets a bonus for winning that. The SWAC championship, look, post game, hopefully we get more band music, but post game, check. Celebration Bowl, same thing. He gets bonuses for that. And look, we got to make sure. One of the ways you keep your coaches is that you keep them paid. Willie Simmons and his assistants are due additional funds due to the success that the university's had on the field. And if you're not paying them, look, it's a business. And Willie is making 300 and something. Mike Norvell's making a couple million, like 6-7 mil, something stupid like that. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but it's a lot harder to retain talent when you're in the rears, as my minister would say, financially. Like, you got to make sure that even if you got to back pay Willie and his assistants from some of this money, you may have to pull some of that from some of this championship money. Like I said, I'm projecting probably gonna get a couple $100,000 from this SWAC championship. Saw some people post mills. I don't know about that because I don't know. I could be wrong, but I could easily see a couple $100,000. And so you start looking, hey, take care of that. All things go well, and get blessed around and make the Celebration Bowl. That's another meal right there. Look, you starting to look around and you starting to realize, yo, we can back pay some of this stuff that we may owe people, and just take care of some of the other athletic programs in the process. Baseball. Excuse me. Yeah, you didn't hear that. So it's going to be interesting to see, though. And part of that is also just going to be, making sure recruiting is where it needs to be. So it's going to be very interesting to see. Look, y'all, I'm going to talk about this game on Thursday, 8:00, HBC Digital Network. We're going to talk about the SWAC championship. We're not overlooking this game. I had a great conversation with my HBCU digital brother on Saturday, Herb Seward, and we were talking a little bit about this. It's going to be interesting to see, and to have to beat the same team twice, it's kind of tough, man. So we're going to talk about that. Then, obviously, look, Saturday we're definitely doing instant reaction. Sunday do a show, and then we're probably going to jump back and do a few more of these recruits. Probably get a few more of them, more than the 5. Might have the Canva right, because it was acting stupid for like an hour on me. I had to reset computer, everything. But we're going to get it straight. And we're going to look at, FAMU basketball. We're about to enter that part of the season where we have some winnable games. And every game outside of the conference, hey, that's a bonus for me. I'm looking forward to seeing more of those W's like we got for the ladies. Also, again, got 2 players that are definitely entering the portal, both the receivers, Marquez Phillips, and Trevante Davis. They actually transferred into FAMU. So it's going to be interesting to see, hopefully, especially in the case of Phillips. That was a SWAC honor roll student. So if he gets his degree, that could be positive for the APR. So that's one of the things like we're just kind of starting to talk about and look at in recruiting. We got to just stop looking at, Jimmy's and Joe's, but also do they got the A's and B's? Like that's just something that we have to make sure we have. And hopefully, with some of this extra money, maybe we can get some extra tutors, like get some extra academic support, because we definitely know if you can give our students extra academic support, you might be able to take a chance on some of those other recruits. And hey, they got the academic support, they go to tutoring, and look, go to other universities and see what they do. Like I told y'all before, when I worked at the street across the school across the street, look, them dudes miss practice and stuff like that. Deduction. No, I'm gonna say it in a way that y'all band heads understand. Well, look, there were deductions that were taking place, and them kids was not happy. And it's like, did you go to practice? Well, did you go to study hall? Get out. You got deducted for not being where you need to be. Just saying. I don't know how much of that can take place. Might be a question to ask Coach Simmons. If I can get on the call tomorrow, I definitely will. So, but look, again, see y'all Thursday. We're gonna talk about the SWAC championship game. Like, subscribe, all those good things to HBCU Digital Network, the Fangs Up podcast, the Black Techies. Check all three of us out, man, because we out here doing stuff, and we will do our best to be in Atlanta as well. So, that being said, see y'all Thursday, 8:00, HBCU Digital Network. And as always, see Fangs Up.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal.
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Does he have it?